Oh, here we are. Ciao, Pat.
Ciao Lele.
Finally, we are without guests. I mean, it's been a while where we couldn't have a nice conversation about mindfulness and about the present show. So I think that's time today to talk about it. So, and thanks everybody actually that's been watching us till now. One thing I'm puzzled with is also, is the present show useful? What do you think, Pat?
Uh, Selfishly, to me, it is. To others, I think it is as well. Definitely, if you look at the numbers, right, the amount of people that are viewing them or subscribers has been growing. And there's more and more people talking about it. And when I talk to people that know it, they're really grateful for it and they really like it. So I think it is useful for me and for others. What do you think?
No, I love it. I mean, so far, one of the things is that we had mostly IBMers. So now this is a show we know, maybe we are new, but who is listening is not knowing exactly. It is a show based on a mindfulness at IBM community. So it's mostly broadcasted internally to IBMers. But the thing is, since it's mindfulness, and mindfulness is something that is good, does well for everybody, not only for who's working in one company. We would love to have folks from different companies as well to come in and share their own stories and how it works in their own environment. So an invitation for everybody to comment below or reach out to us. I put here the Twitter handle for me or of MindfulPat, so you can actually get in touch with us and share.
Yes.
But I think it's very useful for this because it reaches out beyond the firewalls of only one organization and tries to.
I've recently joined this corporate wisdom circle, and there's mindfulness leaders from other companies, from other corporations, like 3M, Boeing, Caterpillar, Eileen Fisher, and even companies like Athena that have like a chief mindfulness officer.
Oh, okay.
A dedicated position just for mindfulness.
It's not CMO. CMO is marketing officer. How is the mindfulness officer?
I guess it's the same.
Okay.
So I'll talk to them, and I'm sure they could be on the show as well. So it'd be good to talk to them and see what they've been doing, and our viewers can see how other corporations are handling mindfulness.
That's interesting. I mean, not because it's different. We saw that every single practice is different, but it's also because there are certain areas where it might be more, considered as a significant thing, and some areas where instead it's just you have few employees that are doing it and self-organizing, but it's not exactly a movement that started. I think that the example in IBM is very successful, right?
Yeah. People that I talk to, and it's like it shows up in articles around the world that I've read as well. Even though it's not official, it's a grassroots movement that grew now to the executive level, and as you saw recently with the blog, right? Even the top leadership teams are embracing it and putting it in agendas, and it's definitely growing. And I think other corporations, people understand that it can't just be a top-down sort of thing. That this is what you have to do. But, more is this is what we have. This is happening. This is what employees need. So let's grow it. Let's show that we're listening and we're willing to change and implement this sort of thing also.
And the various benefits of it, from the first benefit I would share, it's not even the attention, but is the fact that you care about a different dimension than business, right? So the fact that that is not considered, it's not exactly wellness, it's more the ability to control your mind and your brains, right? That this is, and paying attention to this unlocks complete different environment, words, and relationship with people. So that's why particularly I like mindfulness.
It's definitely something that people need to take into consideration when they're talking about mindfulness, or especially to people that aren't familiar with it or showing it or starting programs or whatever. Talk about these benefits, right? Talk about why it's important and what benefits it will have, because just a lot of times it gets mistranslated, interpreted, and people think that, everyone's going to start relaxing and singing and doing weird mantras and stuff at work. I even read some study recently that the New York Times did about how they wrote how mindfulness decreases the motivation of your employees. And they did this whole like study, and what they actually did, once you go into the article, it says they were doing a certain relaxation meditation technique, and they captured the results after the people did that relaxation technique. And of course the people were just like, oh, I want to relax. I don't want to work right now or go back to my Excel sheet. So just because of that little thing, they interpreted that mindfulness as the general concept leads to less motivation, which is
interesting. I think, I mean, it's true that somebody consider, at least in the practice group, many times, people just come not for a particular interest in, control mind gymnastics, but more for relaxing. And relaxation is like, I'm coming because finally I have half an hour where I can close my eyes and detach and clean my mind and so on. But eventually this brings you to a willingness to work as well, like to do something, but with a clear mind. You have less, busyness, so that you can, okay, now I do this, and I'm completely, fully convinced I'm going to do it. I don't know. That's what I see in myself. I don't know if it's overall, but many of the guests we had were sharing the same. So I guess there is some truth in the fact that relaxation and mind cleaning is also leading to a better productivity side, right?
Right. Especially since the amount of stress is growing worldwide. So the more you can relax in stressful situations and react in a calm, relaxed manner, the more logical and straightforward you will be in your thinking. But it's also good to, just like you clean out your room or you reorganize something, right, before you can move on. It's the same with these sessions that you have throughout the day where you go, you unwind, you analyze what you thought about, you relax, and then, okay, my room's clean, now I'm ready to go, right, to try something new, to execute, to plan better, because you see everything, right, it's clear, it's ready to be worked on.
What would you say, Eva? I didn't know what to reply to. That happened to me once, that somebody came to the practice group, right? And for once we had a conversation about mindfulness. I was trying to share the importance of doing a regular practice, right? At least 5 minutes a day, but at least to come at least for half an hour a week, so to have a moment where you can come back to that mindset, to that importance of paying attention, because usually we tend to forget. We get again into the flow of our lives. And the reply at one point was, my manager told me that I shouldn't waste my time, even if half an hour, with this kind of thing. So I'm sorry, I'm not able to join anymore. I'm wondering, what should I say to this manager, or how could I reply about it?
I think it would be good to, thank the manager, first of all, for expressing his thought, right? What he thinks is best for his employee. And then then explaining kind of your position, that you started this group and you see the benefits being this, and that. And you're always willing to improve and change things to better adapt to his employees' needs. So what does he think that 30 minutes should be, right? What does he believe would make the thing better, right? So that way you won't attack him. He won't go like on the defense, and you won't start an argument, but you're willing more to cooperate, and maybe he has something that could benefit the group, right?
So you would go on coaching more than on asking for questions like, okay, well, what's the problem with half an hour? It's more like, okay, what are the alternatives?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you'll find out anyways what the problem is, I hope. But everybody has something to teach, right? Knows something that you don't know. So maybe that's one of the things that I learned from the present show, right? Is that there's so many different ways to practice and so many different interpretations of it. But at its core, it's like unchangeable. And at the core, we're all humans. And I think we could get along. And
of course, having assumptions is the wrong part, because you should avoid any judgment until you effectively clarify and discuss and had the opportunity to hear all the point of views.
Yeah,
That's
right.
true. Okay, that's interesting. But would you say as well that mindfulness brings productivity, or is something it's never the desired outcome, or it's, how would you say?
I think you become more productive, definitely. As you become more aware, see, the risk is that some people will become aware of their life and be like, okay, I need to do something different. And that difference sometimes means that the people that are doing the work that they're doing currently, they don't want to do it anymore. But the people that are already doing things that they like and they become more aware, then they'll become more productive. They'll see more opportunities. They'll work more efficiently. They'll work smarter, not necessarily harder. They'll be less likely to be sick, right? So their health goes up. So already you have less people. That person's coming to work more often, which makes them more productive, right? There's a lot of different research and data showing people becoming more productive. What I don't appreciate is that some people will implement this program just to make people more productive, right?
Okay.
They look at a human as like a machine, and if we give them the right oil, then they'll work harder and we can get more money from them, right? So be aware of those kind of situations.
Like, machine is not run. Okay, put some mindfulness on it and it's gonna run faster. Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Exactly.
And so it might make you better, but it's not the desired outcome that you want, or it's more you want all the rest, and then you also work better because you are happier, more relaxed, and you pay more attention, you communicate in a different way, and so on.
Right.
Okay. One thing you got from the present show, something that you liked until now, it's almost 1 year, but so there are 50 plus episodes.
Yeah. One thing that I liked, I really like the fact having somebody, different, sharing their story, and, sometimes sharing their practices or their explanation. And I think a lot of times it reinforces my own beliefs. And even when I disagree on something or don't believe in it fully, then it reinforces my beliefs there. But I really try to have like a open mind, a beginner's mind to everything. So it's always very, very great experience, and I learn a lot. So I can't think of like one specific person that, really did something, but overall it was good. You?
I like that it started a movement that, that even if maybe a handful of people, started practicing or got interested or are watching us and or is sharing us. So I love this. I love the fact that it's something that I believe is bringing definitely a lot of benefits as to us, for our lives, and all in all dimensions can be spread, and the idea bumps from one head to another and gets implemented. So that's amazing.
Cool.
So you can also tell us in the comments what did you like until now about the present show, because if you like something, you should share it.
If you don't like something, you could share it too.
Of course. Particularly if you don't like, because that's what we can get rid of as well. And we have a bit of practice. Can we do 1 minute for the week to start the week at the best?
You got anything that you want to do or lead us in?
Nothing special that we didn't do. We haven't done yet, I would say. And my favorite practice is always coming into a body scan. That's my favorite, because it's what gets me grounded, right? So we can just close our eyes, right? And And I like to feel the gravity, right? To just feel my weight, how heavy I am in relationship with the earth. Can be, you know, you feel the point of contact with the chair or your feet on the ground. You feel also on the shoulders. And that's the body. And then I breathe in and out and know you're doing it. So when you breathe in, know you're doing it. And when you're breathing out, know you're breathing out. And then I slowly scan my body. And differently than what we did in the present show, I do it randomly. So I start with the foot, the feet, my toes, and I feel them. Then I go on my nose, on my shoulders, on my legs, the lungs, getting filled with air. My hands, then my back, and every time I touch my attention, I put there a bit of more focus. I relax or think about it. Till I go to the top of my head and my face. And feel the cold air coming in from my nose and the hot air going out. I could do it for 1 hour. You could go on for as long as you want. Just going back and forth on your body and be aware about your breathing. And with the time, when you are ready or you feel it's time to reconnect with the environment around, you can open your eyes and get back on the room you are. And that's your minute or 5 minutes or 3 hours, as much as you need.
Whole life.
Or yeah, exactly.
I like the gravity, how you said, to feel the gravity, and the randomness is good. I like it. Thanks, Lele.
Because sometimes and I don't know if it happens to me, but this practice of paying attention, if you also with the body scan, at one point you might have something itching, right? And once you feel some itching part, you just naturally get on your attention there, right? So that at one point I figured out, okay, but then why should I just follow one pattern? I just go where if there is an itching, or I just randomly scan my body. At the end, I make sure that everything is scanned, but it doesn't have to be, toe to head or head to toe. Just feel the attention and the presence. Okay, folks. So that's it for today. We will see each other as usual in one Monday. Have fun till then, right? But what to share?
That's it.
Ciao.